Welcome to the plant care catch-up series. Oh my goodness. I have been in hiatus for about 2 months now, and I took some time to write the most ginormous list of plant to-dos earlier. I'm back, energized, and I want to do some plant care again. I put on a cute little outfit and some makeup for you, but mainly for me, I guess. And it's the perfect day to do some plant care. To get right into it, let's start with cutting something up because it will get us into the right mood, I guess. Number one is this Syngonium mottled I have here. It's really tall and I absolutely hate the look of it. Yeah, I said that. It's wonky, it's tall, I have to stake it, I hate it. And recently, I have planted my other Syngonium into a big, beautiful basket, made it really bushy, just planted a bunch of cuttings in there. And let me tell you, this looks amazing. So I want to do the same with this plant. Let's just do it. Oh my goodness, this will feel so great. Amazing. Cutting number one. I'm going to make a shit ton of cuttings out of this. This has been like a sore thumb in my eye. Is that the saying? I don't know. Well, this also doesn't look great, but you know, we have to start somewhere. And now I'll have a million little cuttings of this Syngonium mottled. I'll probably sell a few in the shop as well, but most of them will go back into this pot. Just look at this bouquet of cuttings. Perfect. I'll let them color over a little bit because they're kind of sappy. They have like a milky sap coming out of them. Kind of sticky and disgusting. With that, I am going to combine 2 tasks from my list in one, because right here in my little propagation shelf, I've got this jar of propagations. In here, some ASMR for you. How about that? Sorry. I have a few more of these Syngonium mottled cuttings in here. I'm also going to pot these up today because look at this. The roots in there, crazy. This is the moment we've been all waiting for. Oof. Oh my goodness, beautiful. This is the equivalent of the cheese pull in any like food videos. In plant videos, this is the root pull, and then this really nice, gorgeous, fresh root horn. Oh, and these were really big cuttings. Just look at this. Ooh, yeah, baby. With all of these, I can already start filling up this pot. I've got some Cybertonica soil here, as always. They also have Syngonium mix specifically for Syngonium. I don't have that right now. In general, I really like the Hoya mix and how it feels. It's very similar to what I would mix myself. It will be fine. Am I too dumb to get this out? Please. My goodness. Oh, that's a shitty pot I put this into. So sorry, guys. I don't want to make a mess, but I already dropped a plant on the floor, so it's already done anyway. So let's get you out. Just check out the roots. Oh, they look okay. I think the plant, all in all, is healthy. And you know what? I was so excited to film a video today, but it's with this mixed feeling. Not filming for almost 2 months, except for like one silent video and one, I don't know, like propagation video. I feel awkward as hell right now. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm also excited. So that's this weird vibe we have going on today. This pot, I hate these pots. I don't want this. But actually, I like this little crazy state of mind. Root system is great. Oh boy, this is so much roots. I don't think this is going to fit. I'll have to pot this in a bigger pot. For sure. Gosh darn it. We're back and I got a bigger size pot. Let's just mix in fresh soil. Okay, let's just fill... Let's just fill all of the cuttings into this pot and then I'll top it up with some soil. And I might have to repeat this step in a few weeks when the rest of the cuttings are rooted, but I feel like this is already a pretty good look. And I'm also going to add some Osmocote slow release fertilizer. I mean, spring is coming. The plant is probably going to grow a lot during the upcoming season, so a little fertilizer never hurt nobody. If you're not overdoing it, of course. Too much fertilizer does hurt plants. I have come to love this way of growing Syngonium more, just like than growing them up a pole or something. It always looks so sparse. I just feel it looks better having them in a really bushy, big, full basket. I don't know. I prefer it that way anyways. It's quite an energetic vlog today. Probably not the most relaxing, maybe. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me in the comments if you enjoy this version of myself that sometimes comes out to play, or if you prefer the quiet Christina. I mean, I'm both, you know. It feels so good being back doing plant care. Let's check out the list and check off the first task. Shorten Syngonium mottled and make a bush of it. Check. I do want to move on and pot up lots of miscellaneous cuttings. I've got some Monstera Adansonii, some Maranta Cachobiana, and a few little Hoyas that I had in pond so far, or semi-hydro. I don't know, I just want to get them into soil, I guess, because I just forget fertilizing too often. As always, I have my 7 by 7 centimeter pots. I'm going to pot all of the cuttings in, and now it's your time to guess how many of these I will have by the end of the video. So either leave a comment or just remember a number, and I'm going to say all of these cuttings are going to be like 21 pots. That's my guess for the record. Let's get into potting. And I want to start with the little Hoyas here. I just want to get them into soil, so I'm going to use the Botanica Hoya mix, obviously. And by the way, I have a link for 10% off your order on all Botanica products. If you're interested, it's down in the description box. How do I get these out? Let's start with this one. I mean, these roots, absolutely gorgeous. So sure I'm going to rip these all off if I try to get this out. Gosh darn it. Let's try to get rid of all the pon, and then I'm going to destroy this little basket because I want to keep the roots intact. Well, I think we did a great job and most of these are intact. So I'm going to get them into soil, make a little bed for my planty, and then just plopping it all in here. There's some active charcoal in here, some perlite, cocoa coir, some bark, and it's just a really nice, light and fluffy, but also a little bit chunky mix. That is my finished plant, and I hope they take to the soil really well. Let's do the same with this. Oh, did I tell you? This is my Hoya croniana Super Silver, by the way. And then I also have my really ugly Hoya Serpens right here. Oh my god, she has so many water stains on her. But yeah, that's just a bunch of cuttings in here. The roots are sticking everywhere. It has been in here for quite some while. Okay. Some of these roots look terrible because this vessel has no drainage, so some of them were sitting in water a lot. It's not great, but I still want to try and pot it up already. This is my little Hoya Serpens. Let's see if she'll make it or not. Moving on to the other cuttings, for example, this Pothos Neon version and then the Schinopsis Pictus Exotica. Let's see if we can get a good root pull right here. Oh Okay, yes. Wasn't this amazing? I am fueling myself with coffee today. And it's great. I'm almost not jittery at all. Just tastes good today. Well, let's do pot number 1. Scindapsus roots always look super healthy. I don't know why. They just root really well and they are always very pretty. Pot number 3 officially done. And then let's do a little pothos pot. I'll just plop it in here as is. It'll grow in and then it'll look better. Whew, now I'm comfortable. Now I'm ready to sit here for an hour and just pot up plants. And you know what? That is so therapeutic. I just love it. So let's do exactly that. I'm going to move on with my Philodendron micans cuttings. They have a lot of roots already, and I'm going to plant like 5 into one pot. Like, I cannot get over the fact that we already, at the time of filming this, it's the 1st of March. So 2 months of this new year have already passed. I had so many great ambitions, really. I started the year thinking, oh my god, this is going to be it. Like everyone else, I guess. I'm going to sell plants, I'm going to film a video every week, maybe even 2, and I'm really going to step up my game here. This hasn't gone really well because I posted like 2 videos this year. Honestly, I completely miscalculated my time. I need to concentrate a bit more on this. Look, this looks hella ugly. Holy shit. Oh no! Why? I cannot do this. Okay, get out of here. Anyway, I was saying I enrolled in Japanese class, so I go once a week, but also I never thought I had to do homework again, but I get homework every week, and I'm not going to lie, it's kind of a lot most of the times. It's a lot of time that goes towards just learning, which is super fun. I don't know how or why school, like when you're young, is never this fun, but now that I'm choosing to learn something and that I'm really interested in something, learning Japanese is the most fun I had like since a long time. I don't know, it's just I'm looking forward to it every week. I'm really trying to find time to do it. Like, school should be like this, and then we wouldn't have any issues with kids not wanting to go to school or anything like this. Maybe it's just because I'm older now. When I was a teenager or a young child, learning was like, I was good at school, but it wasn't as fun and I was not looking forward to learning stuff. So I don't know, there must be a way to make kids want to learn and have fun learning stuff. But to come back to my point of time issues and time management, bro, I'm spending so much time on Japanese. That's number 1. Another goal this year was to stay on top of my plant sales. It has only been 2 months, but every month I have put up new plants successfully. Sales have been really good as well. I got rid of a lot of these stock I had in here, but well, you can see I'm making more now. So it's a never-ending cycle. I'm always having new cuttings and I'm always trying to sell other cuttings. These pots look awful. Terrible. But you know, it's a work in progress. They will grow in and then it will look better, hopefully. I should talk less and finish those. Ta-da! I've got 5 more pots to add to the counter. Now, moving on with these little cuttings, I'm curious to see those roots. Oh, sweet baby. We've got a weird combo in here. So we've got some Maranta kechoviana. Yeah, it's the variegated one. These roots always look absolutely gorgeous as well. Really wretched looking begonia autumn amber cuttings. So begonia roots are always so tender and delicate. Let's put these up real quick. They root easily, but they just always look kind of bad. Some very tender begonia amphioxus roots. That is not terrible at all. I like this little one. And I want to make a really nice full little bush out of this. 3 more, although this looks terrible. Back to the failure of my YouTube career this year. So time killer number 1, Japanese lessons. Time killer number 2, selling plants on the side. Moving on with these little Epipremnum Cebu Blue cuttings. Also very well rooted by now. Then add in my day job, which is so stressful at the moment. We have a new coworker. I love her, she's great, but it's a lot of work at the moment and well, I'm responsible for everything. So that's 2 more. Well guys, we're getting there. I think this will be the last cuttings that I put up today before I get on to the next task. So day job sucks right now, but we all have to work. That's that. On top of that, I'm also planning our wedding for June and I'm starting to feel the little like nervous mentality. I'm not bridezilla, but I have to do stuff. We have to do a lot of paperwork. We are finalizing like decorations. It's a lot of DIY crafting, which is all fun, but I have to do it. Like it takes time, you know? Like for example, I made these little seed packages yesterday. I drew on little flowers on each of them. I handcrafted the paper bag, had to glue it together, fill it and like seal it up. And it turned out great. I love it, but it took like 2 hours. So wedding planning takes a lot of time. Who knew? Okay, let's check out these roots. Okay. Holy moly. Okay, that's a lot. Everything is wet and a mess. This might sound like a lot of complaining. I'm not complaining. I would just like to share like my life with you right now. How am I going to get these into these small little tiny pots? I'm already over it. Boy. Monstera Adansonii always grows so well. I have millions of cuttings at all times and it's almost like a plague. You cannot get rid of this plant. It's just so prolific. My goodness. How am I going to pot all of these up? I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm also planning a trip to Japan in October, which I still haven't booked any accommodations. And I probably should do that sooner rather than later. Recently, I also had to deal with a close family member passing, which is never nice and also takes time to process, time to, well, take care of all of it. All in all, I just wanted to say, like maybe 2024 isn't the year where I really go all in on YouTube or put a lot of effort into YouTube because I just physically cannot do that. It's just not possible. Not this year. This year is already a lot and it's just February. I mean, last year was great. I think we grew the channel a lot. I did make a few really good videos that I feel good about, that I really enjoyed doing, that I enjoyed working on, and apparently you guys also enjoyed them. So I'm proud of what we achieved last year, and maybe not every year has to be like a maximum growth and oh my god, I'm going to work so hard at it year, because I can already see like this being a more chill YouTuber, you know? Just because I can't. I just can't do it all. And then of course, plant stuff all of the time. I mean, I have done this to myself, and that's the reality. They are also a lot of work. Thank you for coming to my therapy session. I don't know. So thanks for keeping me company while getting all of this off my chest. Let's finish up these Adansonii. Ta-da! These are all of my ugly little Adansonii cuttings. These were so hard to put up because they are just so big. The stems were really thick and it was just like big cuttings, and it was hard to fit more than like 3 of them into one pot. So they look funky right now, but these will look nice once they grow in, okay? It's just like my catchphrase, I don't know. Crossing off the next things. NANI? Omae wa mou shindeiru. You thought we were done? Wrong. I have another thing to do today, and it has something to do with these giant plastic moss poles that I'm using. In order for them to keep growing as beautifully, I have to top it up with some more moss. This one, which is my beautiful Philodendron Splendid, and just look at this. It's working wonders. It started like this, small tiny little leaves, and now look at this. This newest leaf is gorgeous. Like, we're getting there, It's working, it's magic. Also my little Monstera. Of course, we're using Cybertonica sphagnum moss like always. Let's finish up the Syngonium mottled cuttings. I'll just stick them into a glass jar because water propagation is the simplest way to do this, and it's space efficient, cheap, so I really enjoy doing it like that. In a second, I will also reveal to you how many pots we potted today and if your guess was in fact right, or maybe mine was, I don't know. Now, this looks really good. Just check this out. My little bouquet of mottled propagations. Of course, I am going to water my cuttings so they can settle into the soil, and I'm also going to count. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 19 pots today. 19 is the winner. Honestly, what did I say? 21? I wanted to say 20, but then I thought 20 is so boring. Let's do 21. Now I kind of wish I wouldn't have done that. I mean, it would have been wrong anyway. Guys, I'm going to call it quits for today. But I'm nowhere near done with my to-do list, so I'll see you in the next video for more plant chores. And I'm not going to lie to you, the entire apartment is such a mess. I'm going to spend an hour more for just cleaning, I guess. So I'll see you in the next video. See you in the next video. Until then, enjoy your plants and goodbye.